Thanks for stopping on in for today's NBA pick video play for November 2nd, 2018. In this one, I'm going to be talking about this matchup between the Houston Rockets and the Brooklyn Nets, and going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. The total number sitting at 216.5 points was actually relatively low when you look across the landscape of the NBA and how this season has started. Scoring has been on an upward trajectory, but the Houston Rockets, they haven't been falling into that category. They were one of the best offensive teams in the league last year. It hasn't carried over into 2018-19 success up to this point. The Rockets, they're dealing with their own issues right now. We'll see how things play out for what could be a team that is still very much a factor as we work our way through the campaign and get closer to postseason action. But to open up things, it's been a disappointment to see what the Rockets have done at just 1-5 overall. And offensively, they have really been struggling. In 2 out of the last 3 games, they only put up 85 and 89 points, respectively. Perhaps today, going against an opponent like the Nets, who aren't necessarily an elite defensive unit, perhaps the Rockets can open things up a bit more, get out in transition, and try to get some of those easy baskets. The Rockets, against some of the other weaker defensive opponents, they have shown that they can score more. For instance, they put up 113 on the Clippers, 112 on the Clippers, 124 on the Lakers, and 112 points on the Pelicans. So it has been reliant on the type of opposition that they've gone against, just how many points we've been getting out of this Rockets team. And part of the reason they're coming into this one as only slight favorites here against what's perceived as one of the mid to lower tier teams within the Eastern Conference is the fact that James Harden is listed as doubtful. And that can also have a negative impact, certainly, on the potential points and the number that the Rockets are able to reach today. In terms of what Houston has done this season, they're 26th in the NBA in scoring average and just 20th in total team defense. In comparison to the Nets, this is a team that should have some confidence coming into this one today off of that nice come-from-behind victory against the Detroit Pistons in their last outing in overtime, grabbing that one by a final of 120-119. But the Nets, they've been inconsistent in terms of the numbers that they've been putting up, and they're just 24th in the NBA right now in terms of their scoring average, but also not an elite defensive team at 16th in points allowed. If we take what these two teams have been averaging defensively and add up those two numbers, we get about 112 for the Nets and 116 for the Rockets. So then that gets us up to 228 points, which is actually significantly higher than this total. We only get to this lower number when we add up what these two teams have put up offensively, but the fact that these two offenses are going against about league average to lower defensive opposition, I think that these offenses can potentially put a few more points on the board. So with that being the case, we feel like the over is going to be the better value in this matchup with this relatively low total here at 216.5 points. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our NBA picks over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for future videos.